Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome back to Basic Tajweed Course with IslamicReading.com. In today's class, we are going to study the second level movements of the Holy Quran. We'll study the rule of the plural in the Arabic, the Tanween, the second level movement, rules of the level 2, and then we'll study the second level movements and how to pronounce them. My name is Hafiz Adnan, and you're watching Basic Tajweed Course with IslamicReading.com. Before we continue, I want to say that we are putting a lot of effort into making these videos. Do subscribe our channel, and if you consider these videos are worthy to be seen by the others, do share with the other people so that more and more people can watch and learn from it. You can comment your questions below and we'll try to answer them. Let's start now. In the Arabic language, there are three combinations of the letters which, if added at the end of the other words, they make them plural. These combinations are Alif Nun, Vaw Nun, and Ya Nun. Let's see how they work. This is a word kalima, means a word. If we add Alif Nun at the end of this word, it becomes kalimatan, which means two words. Next word is tashkur, which means you praise. If we add Vaw Nun at the end of this word, the word becomes tashkurun, which means you all praise. And the third word is Muslim, which means a believer. If we add Ya Nun at the end of this word, it becomes Muslimin, which means believers. We are going to use this rule to make plurals of the movements. Let's see how. We know that the first movement is called Fatha, and it is represented by a small angled line that appears on the top of a letter. And if we add Ya Nun at the end of this word Fatha, it becomes Fathatain, which means two Fatha. Kasra is represented by a small angled line that appears below the letter, and if we add Ya Nun at the end of this word Kasra, it becomes Kasratain, which means two Kasra. And the third movement is Duma, which is represented by a circular angled line and it appears on the top of a letter. If we add Ya Nun at the end of the word Duma, it becomes Dumatain, which means two Duma. So the second level movements are called Fathatain, Kasratain, and Dumatain. And together as a group, they are called Tanween. So Tanween means any one of the doubles movements. Now let's look at the rules of the second level. Length of the sound is a short plus noon means noon's first phonetic. Let's see what that means is. We know that Ba Fatha is Ba. And if we add the noon's first phonetic into the Ba, now we have two sounds, Ba and N. If we join these two sounds together, it is pronounced as Ban, which is the sound of Fathatain. Next, we know that Ba Kasra is B. And if we add Noon first phonetic into B, it becomes Bin, which is the sound of Kasratain. And with the Dhamma, the sound is Bu. And if we add Noon's first phonetic into that sound, it becomes Bun, which is the sound of Dhammatain. I hope you understood that what is the meaning of adding Noon's first phonetic into the basic short sound. Next is direction of the sound. And we already know that with the Fatha, it's always up. With the Kasra, it's always down. And with the Dhamma, it's always rounded. Now let's see the second level movements in the action. Length of the sound is short plus Noon. And the direction of the sound is to the position of the movement. Fathatain is represented by two angled lines which will always appear on the top of the letter. Kasratain is represented by two angled lines which will always appear below the letter. And Dhammatain is represented by two Dhamma, one is regular and the other is inverted. And Dhammatain will always appear on the top of a letter. Let's practice them with the letter Dal. We know that the phonetics for the Dal are D, A, L. And we have to use the first phonetic. So with the Fathatain, the sound is going to be short, up, and with the addition of the Noon, it will be Dan. With the Kasratain, the sound is going to be short, down, and with the addition of the Noon's first phonetic, it will be Din. And with the Dhammatain, the sound is going to be short, rounded, and with the addition of the noon's first phonetic, it will be dun. Let's try now the sheen. The first phonetic of the sheen is sh. With the fathatain, it's going to be shan. With the kasratain, it's going to be shi and n, shin. And with the dumatain, it's going to be rounded plus noon's first phonetic, it will be shun. This is how we pronounce the second level movements of the Holy Quran. Together, they are called Tanween. And in this sound, we add the noon's first phonetic into the basic sound of the movement. Practice the second level movements with these practice pages. You can find the link to these images in the description. First, practice them with the individual letters, and then practice the first level and the second level movements together in the words. Remember, first level movements are short and second level movements are short plus noon's first phonetic. At the end, let's see that table again. Now we have read two levels of the movements, and now you can compare the two levels side by side. In the next class, we are going to talk about the third level movements of the Holy Quran, inshallah. See you next time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.